Hi, I'm Aditya Kapoor. In today's show, we shall take a look at the growing phenomena of microhomes across top cities of India and the world. The 50s and 60s were the beginning of an era of unprecedented global economic activity, which continues its relentless growth to this day. London, Hong Kong, New York, Tokyo, Mumbai became the hotbeds of this activity, with millions of people migrating to these cities in search of employment and opportunities over the decades that followed. These cities found themselves facing acute shortage of land to house their teeming millions, and with no other option, these megapolises chose to grow vertically to deal with this issue. 2 3-storied family homes were replaced by towering skyscrapers, housing hundreds of families in one building. While the number of people per square kilometer of land in cities started growing exponentially, there was also a silent but persistent makeover of the social construct. With each new generation that took center stage, the importance of homes in their lives also started changing with times. Gen X, Gen Y, and Millennials are the three generations that dominate the human race today. Constituting a humongous 64% of the world population, these three generations have witnessed an unprecedented rate of change than any other generation prior to them. Change not only in the way they view work and employment, but also themselves as a part of the social fabric. One singular catalytic agent that can be held responsible for this dizzying rate of change is the internet. People scattered all over the world, desperate to come out of their owing to their changing societal values, got a chance to not only connect with other like-minded individuals, but also to start asserting themselves as unified voices. Long established social norms like marriage, abortion, divorce, sexual orientation, traditions based on faith, even national identities and economic activities all started facing disruption on account of millions of people hopping on board the internet bandwagon on their smart devices. One long-standing institution, family, also started witnessing a change on a scale experienced never before. Women's education led to economic empowerment of the entire family. Migration of younger members to the urban centers in search of fulfilling employment avenues led to the gradual disbandment of large family setups. Nuclear families have now increasingly giving way to married couples without kids, an ever-increasing number of singles owing not only to high costs of living and volatile work environs, but the unstoppable wave of individualism that has taken the world by storm. With such far-reaching social and economic changes getting triggered all across the globe, it was but natural that the abodes of the millennials and the generations beyond also follow suit to catch up with these fundamentally disruptive forces. What started a bit erratically in the form of isolated innovations like fabricated mobile homes, styrofoam domes and condos made of shipping containers, microhomes have come to become the abode of choice for the three latest generations, offering the best in price, specifications, convenience, and the flexibility of individual expression. These microhomes are being quickly lapped up by the Gen Y and Millennials in almost all urban centers across the world as their first home. Cities like New York, Seattle, San Francisco, London, Hong Kong, and Tokyo are seeing a transformation of their cityscapes, wherein buildings with larger apartment sizes and old malls are being quickly renovated to house the burgeoning single-person households that have become the norm today. Call them whatever you like: urban cabins, one-room mansions, tiny houses, or nano apartments. This global trend in home preference is being powered by the millennials, who are now a whopping 47% of the global workforce. Tech-savvy, ambitious, uncompromising, and fiercely individualistic, this generation is viewing homes and real estate more as an extension of their personalities rather than mere shelter or an investment. In India in particular, Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Gurgaon, and Noida are at the forefront of ushering in this global trend. Around 75 different types of microhome projects are in various stages of coming up. Let's hear it from some owners of microhomes as to why they decided to opt for them.
Initially, when I moved from Bhopal to Gurgaon, my first struggle was to find an accommodation to live. Either I was getting a setup of PG or strict landlords. By the virtue of being a luxury brand, I often reach home wherein I have to call late cabs, ordering late food. But ever since I bought my own micro apartment, I'm experiencing a different level of freedom. I can have my friends over, my family can come and visit me more comfortably, and my AMIs is actually less than the rent I used to shell out.
So we had a roughly budget of 40 lakhs.
And in this budget, mostly we're getting apartments in the outer skirts like, Hoskotes and Kanakpuras of the world. And Pyle was also very clear with one thing.
Yeah, I was very clear that we wanted something equidistant so that both of our office would be nearby. And when I come back from office, I have so many things in the campus itself, like laundry services, groceries, medical stores, retail stores nearby.
We also have gym with infinity pool.
Right.
And I'm quite sure that the appreciation would also be very smart.
It's been very hard for me to get a good place at a convenient location before. Well, it's been, to be honest, it's kind of a challenge. While the nature of my work requires me to have a somewhat formal location where my clients can come and meet me. This place which I have right now lets me live, work and play all at the same time.
Because of my business requirement and the emerging market in Noida, me and my team members, we spend up close to 40 to 45 nights in NCR. So on this, I have been incurring a monthly cost of approximately 50,000, which is total dead money for me. In such a scenario, this property coming at a cost of 50 lakh is a great boon for people like us. Not only does it make a commercial sense for me to buy the property, it gives me an address in NCR, a comfort, plus I don't have to go through all the hassles of making bookings and all those things. Alongside that, my son's education is also scheduled to be in NCR only. So it will be easier for him to stay the same place, and I'll have that sense of security as well from my family point of view, plus the economic sense.
As a person who has closely studied the real estate markets since more than a decade now, I can safely vouch that this is not a fad but a sign of the times to come. A whopping 82% millennials in India are currently living with their parents compared to just 32% in the US. These millennials are bound to move out of home in the days to come in pursuit of careers, and purpose will drive the demand for micro homes. Other interesting data is that 73% of millennials do not want to travel more than 45 minutes to work, and 68% of them will prefer upscale locality over the size of the property. In short, the millennials and the generations after them want to live, work and play all in one locality. As an investment option, micro homes offer the best in budget, finance schemes, location, rental yields, resale value, amenities and of course an excellent lifestyle. And I have no doubt that the Indian realty markets and home buyers are very well poised to ride the new wave of micro homes.